Oh, go to hell!
What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Max Prestige. We are exactly 17 episodes away from the finale of this series. Well, season, sorry. And a part of me is dreading it. You know, the whole downtime of Call of Duty. Yeah, I know. It sounds nice, but the reality is I'm looking forward to not having to play Ghost anymore. I've had fun with this game. Said it before, say it again. But I am done with it. And I would just end the series for the season right now, but I want to at least see how far. I at least want to get to the end of this Prestige. So that's a thing. Anyways, really quickly, I wanted to touch on something I saw one of you guys had tweeted at me, and I do apologize for the massive delay in responding. The question asked to me was if I would do more Borderlands content. I plan to when Borderlands the pre-sequel comes out. I just don't want to go back to Borderlands 2. I enjoyed the game. I do miss playing it, but when I stopped my hardcore survival series, I kind of deleted everything off of my hard drive, so I don't want to have to reinstall everything. I'm being honest. So yeah, no, it comes down to no, no, I don't want to have to reinstall all that crap, man. So for the most part, it's going to be when the pre-sequel comes out, I'll start doing Borderlands content again and on a regular basis. So stay tuned. Trust me, I've got a lot of Borderlands content coming. I've got ideas of the wing wall, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. I'm half out of it. Bear with me. So, but yeah, it's coming. Trust me, it's coming, and it'll be here sooner than you know. Okay. Anyways, I thought I would tell you guys today about this rule I have, and I've had this rule for a while now, and it's a rule about my personal life and about my dating and sex life. What rule is this, you might be asking? Well, the rule is simple: no virgins. I'm not shitting you. I don't want to date a virgin, and I damn sure don't want to be a virgin's first. There's reasons behind this. There have been several occasions in my life where I have been with virgins, and it's not something special. It's really not. There's a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, man, virgins are the best, you know, they're tight, yada, yada, yada. You want to be pig-headed about it, okay, cool, but personally, that's not that great of a reason to want to be with a virgin, okay? I'm being honest. If you yourself are a virgin, trust me when I say this. It's better to be with somebody the first time who is either just a little more experienced than you or is zero experienced, you know, like you. Why? Because then you can enjoy yourself more and you have more fun. When a virgin is with someone who's, you know, insanely experienced, like, you know, me, that person has a set standard and way of doing things, and when you're not on that level, it can get very frustrating. I'm just being honest about it, okay? Just being honest. So, that said, 2 of my ex-girlfriends were virgins, and both of them attributed to the creation of this rule. The first one actually was where the rule started, but and my first girlfriend is not the one I'm referring to. The one I talked about yesterday, no, I'm not talking about her. I had a girlfriend back in 2003, 2004, and she was a virgin. And she tells me that she's a virgin. Sorry, I'm messing with my microphone, you guys. She tells me she's a virgin after we'd started dating. Prior to this, you know, she's sitting there telling me, I was like, oh yeah, like I love sucking dick, I love doing this, this position, that position, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, right on, you know, cool. Little TMI in some ways, but okay, cool. Then she tells me, oh yeah, I kind of lied about, you know, all this stuff. I'm actually a virgin. I'm like, are you fucking with me? Is this a joke? No, she's being serious. Fuck. So frustration, of course, would set in because she was extremely nervous and scared about her first time, which understandable, you know. Unlike, you know, for us guys, when we have our first time, it don't hurt, it just feels good. But for women, it can be pretty fucking painful. So that's a pretty intimidating thing to get over, you know. yeah, I would never push myself on anyone, let alone someone who's never, ever had sex before. So I didn't push things with her, and she eventually, you know, would make a decision that she wanted to have sex with me, and she wanted me to be her first, and we made plans to make that happen. Those plans unfortunately fell through, but yeah. Now, after that, I'd made the decision that, you know, I wasn't the guy for her. You know, I wanted to continue seeing her, but until she and I were both on the same page and, you know, we were sure of our future, I didn't want to be her first. That actually pissed her off and she dumped me. I'm not making this up. She actually dumped me because I wouldn't fuck her. I'll take it. So, I mean, who can say they were dumped by a virgin because you wouldn't fuck them? I can. So, there's that. Now, the other instance, or serious instance, came from my most recent ex-girlfriend. She was, in fact, a virgin the first time we had sex. There's only one problem. I didn't know she was a virgin until about 5 months into our relationship. And how she told me was classic. She and I had just finished doing some things, if you know what I mean, and we're just kind of laying there talking, and she just casually says how, you remember how that first time we were together and it was so wonderful and so great? I was so scared and so nervous, and I was afraid it was gonna hurt and stuff like this. And I'm like, wait. What are you saying? Like, are you saying I'm like huge down there? What are you saying? You know, I'm trying to go for an ego boost. She goes, well, no, it was my first time. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about first time? What, your first time what? My first time having sex? I'm like, no, don't tell me you were... Yep, she was a virgin. I was immediately pissed off. And there's reasonings for why. Because honestly, I didn't know what our future was at the time. I didn't know if we were going to get serious, if we were going to get married. And I'd already had this philosophy that I didn't want to be with virgins. I didn't want to be someone's first. So to find out that a woman I was falling madly in love with had lied to me about something kind of important like this, yeah, I should have seen the writing on the wall then, I'm just saying. But the other issue with that was my ex, because of her inexperience and me being extremely experienced, she was constantly second-guessing herself to the point of just no return. It got extremely uncomfortable and frustrating and agitating and just there were days where I stand by this philosophy. I will never hit a woman. There were days I wanted to choke her. I kid you not. Because she would come at me with these bonehead ideas. Yeah, there you go, not brainhead. These bonehead ideas for things we should try. And one of them I will be sharing with you guys in the distant to near future. But some of her ideas were good. You know, I mean, the movie theater was one of them. But then there have been some other ones, like the one I told you guys about fucking driving down the road, and yeah, that shit. Some of her ideas weren't really her ideas. She was the one that activated them. She goes like, hey, what's an idea? That's a good one. Click, we're doing it. But because of this, she was constantly second-guessing herself. And for some strange reason, and this is just, I don't know, maybe it was just her thinking, but I've since learned that several virgins think the same way. She had this mentality of, there's got to be another way to please you, another way to get you to get off and enjoy yourself. And I'm like, I'm a dude. We only work one way, you know. It takes physical, you know, you got to stroke the beast, if you know what I mean. It's not going to work any other way. It's either stroke it or fuck you. It's that simple, you know. You suck it, you stroke it, or you get fucked. It's simple. There's no other, well, there's one other magical trick you can do, but that don't work. At least not for everybody. So, that said, she believed wholeheartedly, and as I said, there are many others that feel this way, that like women, guys have these magical spots you can touch that will immediately cause orgasm and joy and happiness. I wish I was making this up. But for all of my male subscribers that know what it takes to enjoy themselves, if you're ever with a virgin, just go along with it. Just don't argue with her, because you're never going to win. I'm just saying. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you did enjoy this episode. I will be back tomorrow for another one. Until next time, adios. But we would fool around at church, and like I said, this went on for a while. But eventually, she and I, decided, hey, let's give this a shot. You and I try being a thing, and everything was going really well for a while. And then she changed her mind. I don't know why she changed her mind, but she did. I later found out she started seeing somebody else for the exact same reason she was seeing me, which was funny as hell, because she was seeing me simply because she wanted somebody she could fool around with. And as long as her parents